Hey guys, hello and welcome back, TonyBingGaming here. Now, continuing with the Guardians of the Galaxy theme and my group video earlier on, we'll be having a look at Gamora for this one, and I will follow that up possibly tomorrow with a Drax video. Now, before I will call her in, I figured I'd show off the Star-Lord movie variant costumes. It does look really quite nice. It's also a costume that only comes round now and again, so when it does you think, do I spend my splinters, do I not? But as you can see, nice costume, does look good. Okay, let's get Gamora called in. Now with her basic attacks straight away, what you're seeing is a mixture of melee and ranged, and this really is what defines the team up in a both active and passive setup, and we'll see that as we discuss the skills. So the first skill is Almond Shot. It's a physical damage 4-second cooldown, and tied in with Almond Shot we have Mean Green, which if we put full points into it, it gives us a 24% melee power base damage buff, and buff duration is 3 seconds. It's a very basic looking skill. There we go, very basic. Now the next skill we have, this is also quite basic looking unfortunately. It's Cleaving 2, physical damage 6-second cooldown, and tied into that is Sharpening Blades, which is a 3-second bleed, so you've got 50% uptime on that. There we go, another very simple looking move. They almost got lost in with her basic animations there. Now things get a bit better looking here with Suppressing Fire. It's physical damage. As you can see when I put the points into it without gear, it's a hard hitting dot. It's active duration 2 seconds, cooldown 10 seconds. There we go, that looks quite a bit nicer. And following on from that, we now have Spinning Blades, which is physical damage, cooldown 8 seconds. And tied in with that, we have Death Dealer. So if we put full points into Death Dealer, attack and move speed 12.4%, crit hit and brute strike chance 12.4%, and a buff duration of 8 seconds. So all being well, if you can fire off Spinning Blades whenever it's available, you're looking at 100% uptime on this steroid, which is really good. So let's activate that. There we go, nice enough. And final move we have is we've got Flashing Blade, which is our signature. Quite a few other heroes have a very similar move to this, so if you think you've seen this before, you most likely have. There we go, nice enough skill there. Now I'll put points into the build I've been using, having her in active mode. The points by and large are going into just our hard hitting skills. With of course the full amount of points going into Death Dealer for the reasons I was mentioning, that it's a steroid that you can get 100% uptime on, all being well. There we go, so she'll fire off all these skills, and while she's doing that we'll talk about the passives while she's away. So you've got Lethal Assassin, damage rating 300 to range powers, and brutal strike rating 180. Now tied into that we've then got Slayer, so it goes Opening Shot, Mean Green, and then Slayer. Now with Slayer that is going to buff your melee powers, and it's a 10-second duration with 30-second cooldown. And then we move down to Spinning Blades, which ties into Death Dealer, which in turn ties into the benefit will team up as away power, Assassin's Instincts. So that's attack and move speed, and crit hit and brute strike rating, buff duration 10 seconds. So we've seen a few rotations of our skills, so I'll reset this and I'll put the points into the skills we'd be using if we had her in passive mode. Now one thing that you'll notice is quite strange here is once I put the points into the skills that are worth using, there we go, we're actually left with 26 points. I've never seen that yet on a team up. Despite that, she does have a lot to offer from the passive mode side of things. So if you look at it now again once more, damage rating 300 to range powers, brutal strike rating 180, and then on a 33% uptime we have damage rating 594 to melee powers, and same 33% uptime we have attack and move speed 4%, crit hit and brutal strike rating 238, and there we go, as mentioned you've got the 33% uptime on that. Now we wouldn't put any points into any of these 4 skills, for the reason being when benefit will team up as away are actually activating, the actual skill that you start off with doesn't activate. It's only the passive steroid side of things that actually activates there. So overall, she's a not bad team up, but some of her skills do look a little bit lacklustre, unfortunately. But if you're playing a hero that makes use of melee and range, then she can do well, definitely in passive mode for you. If you're a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy and Star-Lord, then she'll do well in active mode for you. So coming up next, Drax. I will hopefully get that done this evening because we're quite early on in the night here. And really, after that, if you guys let me know who you would like to see. We're starting to get through them. I've still got quite a way to go, but we're getting there. I can see a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see all you guys again soon.